Welcome back. This is the second lesson recording for IM2, May 3rd, 2021. So you're going to be working on 7 practice problems on Desmos, and there are 2 challenge problems as well. That's card numbers 7 to actually 16. All right, and you're going to be thinking about what type of information do I have? What do I need to find? Is it arc, inscribed angle, or central angle? Think about that. That's going to be a clue. And then use Sketchpad to color in the parts to help you identify. Draw as much as possible, write things as much as possible. That's going to help you. And that's developing problem solving analytical skills there. Here we go. It's card number 7 here. Sketch in angle GFH. Where is angle GFH? How do I do that? You start by following the letters G, F, H. What is the angle that is enclosed by those two sides? It's this one. Okay, so we're really looking for this angle right there. Okay, what is this angle measure going to be? Well, they are inscribed by the same arc GH, right? This GH right here. So this GH arc is inscribing this angle as well as this angle. So that since they are being intercepted by the same arc, we know that angle GFH will have the same measure as angle GEH. So it's going to be 75 degrees. And you're going to explain your answer. Okay, what is its measure of blue arc JZWX? Arc ZWX. So what are we being asked to find? We're being asked to find the measure of this arc. Okay? Now we know that this arc, this angle is intercepted by this arc. What is the relationship between the inscribed angle and the arc measure? It's always going to be double, right? If this is 115 degrees, then this is going to be 2 times 115 degrees, which is 230 degrees. Okay, think about this. Think about your number. Does 230 degree make sense? 230 degrees is greater than 180 degrees. 180 degrees is half a circle, right? And obviously this is 180 and there is some more. So that makes sense that 230 is a reasonable number for that. Okay, so don't just blindly put in the number. Okay, so and then you explain. The angle ZYX is an inscribed angle intercepted by arc ZWX. So the measure of arc ZWX will be twice the inscribed angle, which is 2 times 115, so that's going to be 230. All right, then sketch in angle NMP. All right, where is my angle NMP? NMP is, so follow the letters NMP, which is the angle that is enclosed by those 3 letters. It's this one there. Okay, so then we know that the arc measure from here to there is 100 degrees. And it is the angle is an inscribed angle of this arc NP. So if this is 100 degrees, this is going to be 50 degrees. Half of 100 is 50 degrees. And think about this, okay? Remember that 90 degrees will look like this. Does your answer sound reasonable? Yeah, this is definitely less than 90 degrees. Yeah, that would be about half, a little bit more than half, so that 50 is definitely a reasonable number. And then explain your answer. What is the measure of arc STQ? Okay, so we're now being asked to find the arc measure of STQ. Q. So we're being asked to find this arc here. Okay, what do we know? Well, angle SRQ is an inscribed angle intercepted by arc STQ. And whatever this arc measure is going to be twice the inscribed angle. And what does the inscribed angle measure? It's the square, which means this is is a symbol for 90 degrees. So inscribed angle is 90 degrees. So 2 times 90 degrees is going to be 180 degrees. So I am going to enter 180 here and submit and answer. Display. Here it's asking what is the measure of angle Z. So angle Z is referring to this angle right here. Okay, now arc AB is intercepting this angle. This is an inscribed angle of arc AB, but it is also arc AB is inscribed in this angle as well. So if we know that one inscribed angle is 75 degrees, then we also know that Z has to be 75 degrees because they are being inscribed, but they are inscribed angle intercepted by same arc AB. All right, now sketch angle BAC. Where is my BAC? My BAC is following this arc, which we're talking about this angle right there. Okay, so this is the angle that we're talking about. Also sketch in the arc it intercepts. Well, which is the arc that it intercepts? It's this arc right there. Okay, it's inscribed from this arc right there. What is its measure? So it's asking about the measure of BAC here. Okay, so we're looking for this angle. Well, we're looking for BAC. So how do we figure out arc BC, measure of arc BC? We know that this angle plus this angle plus this angle, they need to add to 360 degrees. Okay, so 360 minus 84 plus 140 is going to be 224, is going to be 136 degrees. Okay, so I know that this is 136 degrees. Then what is this angle here? 136 degrees. Okay, so I'm not quite sure whether they're asking for X value or the arc measure. I think it's asking for the arc measure. So we know that is 136 degrees. Okay. My mistake. Okay, it should be that we're looking for angle BAC. Okay, we've just figured out the central angle is 136 as well as we measured the arc measure is 136, and so angle BAC is half of 136, so that is going to be 68 degrees. Okay, now sketch in angle BCA. Where is BCA? You can't really sketch because there is no sketch pad here, but okay, it's asking you to find angle, measure of angle BCA. How can we figure that out? How do we know? What do we know? We're told that this is 40 degrees. We also know that this is going through line segment AC is going through the center of the circle, which means this is a diameter. So what do we know about angle ABC? Because this is 180 degrees, that's straight line. Inscribed angle is always half of that, so we know that this is 90 degrees. and we can even put our right angle there. Okay, so if you know that this is 90 degrees, 40 degrees, then we know the triangle angle sum, they always have to add 180 degrees. So this has to be 50 degrees because 50 plus 40 is 90 plus 90 is 180 degrees. So I am going to enter here as 50 degrees. Okay, Doreen claims that triangle POG is a right triangle. POG is a right triangle. Manuel disagrees. Who do you agree with? Well, do you think it is a right triangle? If it's a right triangle, that means at least one of the angle has to be right angle 90 degrees. Well, O certainly looks closest to 90 degrees. The other angles are very acute. That means they're much smaller than 90 degrees, so it cannot be. However, does it go through the center? No, it does not go through the center. That means lines PG is not a diameter, which means this is not 90 degrees. It's going to be something less than 90 degrees because this arc measure is going to be less than 180 degrees. So this angle O is going to be less than 90 degrees. Therefore, this triangle is not a right triangle. So I would agree with Manuel. And you're going to explain that. All right, so then this is my challenge. What is the measure of angle X? And then solve for X and Y. I'm going to show you my solution in the slides. Okay, so this is card number 15 and 16. I think I'm going to start with 16 here. Okay, what do we know? We know that if this inscribed angle is 2x, what is the relationship between angle BAC to arc measure BC? Well, since this angle is an inscribed angle of arc BC, we know that 2x times 2 is going to be same as 6y. That means that x dividing both sides by 4 is going to be 3y divided by 2. Okay, so we figured out what x is here. What is another equation that we can set up? Okay, we know that what is the relationship of all the outside variables? Well, we know that outside arc measures need to add to 360. So 6y plus 6y plus 4x is going to be equal to 360. Then this is a system of equations. So you have one isolated variable here, x, and then so you're going to substitute equation 1, x is equal to 3y over 2 into equation 2, and you get 12y plus 4 times x. Instead of x, I'm going to put 3y over 2. So this 12y came from the fact that 6y plus 6y is 12y is equal to 360. Then from there, I can simplify this as 12y plus, this simplifies 4 times 3 is 12, 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 12 plus 6 is 18y is 360, so y is equal to 20 degrees. And then we can substitute the value of y we just found to this equation 1, then find that x is equal to 30. What about A? Since we know the measure of arc DAB is going to be 200 because arc this is going to be inscribed angle is 100. So double that is 200 here. And we know that measure of arc DCB is, because this minus this is going to be 360 degrees. Or plus this arc plus this arc is going to be 360 degrees. So we subtract 200 from 360 and you get BCD to be 160 degrees. And then from there, angle DAB is inscribed angle from that BCD. So that's half of 160 degrees. So that's 80 degrees. All right, so that's it for today. Can you enter in table of content that we explored facts related to inscribed angles in a circle? Thank you for listening.